Hello all and welcome to OTT Buzz. My name is Mahalakshmi Singh and today I will give you a spoiler-free review of the latest release, Ardh, streaming on ZEE5. Ardh, Rajpal Yadav's film, is basically about a man and his desire of becoming a movie actor. It does so by touching on a variety of topics and gives viewers a peek at hustlers who almost make it. As a result, the name Ardh, which means half, was selected. The only positive aspect of this film is Rajpal Yadav. पूरी series का weight Rajpal Yadav के कंधों पे है. Not just in terms of plot, but also by including his natural traits and imperfections to make the character as entertaining and approachable as possible. Ardh जो है, वो story है शिव कुमार, जो राजपाल यादव है उनकी. वो एक lower middle class लड़के हैं with years of acting experience who dreams of being a star on the big screen one day. However, the movie industry is tough and auditioning for roles isn't enough to support a family. To make ends meet, वो अलग-अलग तरह के काम करते हैं, such as dishwashing at a restaurant, working on a construction site, putting up posters on city walls, and even becoming a spot boy on sets. In the midst of all of this, he pursues his ambition of becoming an actor by wearing a sari and putting himself in the shoes of a transgender Parvati who works at traffic lights and blesses strangers. Only his supporting wife Madhu, played by Rubina Dilak, and his colleague Satya, played by Hiten Tejwani, are aware of his secret. पलाश मुछल, जो कि director है इस series के, और उनकी narration भी एकदम सही है हर जगह. In his story about a struggling actor who has yet to achieve the recognition he deserves, he tries to touch on a variety of subjects. इसमें class और caste को भी discuss किया है, as well as how they affect one's ability to dream. One can also witness how the Bollywood industry's inner hierarchy operates, how good talent falls victim to superficial physical appearances and workings of nepotism and much more. Because the scenario of Ardh gives adequate explanation and context, a man portraying a transgender is justified. But आज तक जितनी भी movies बनी है transgenders के बारे में, वो लगभग fail हुई है. Mujhal's perspective also doesn't utilize Parvati's persona to dehumanize people or to generate obscene laughter at their expense. The treatment is kind, logical, and respectable. There are no superfluous jokes disguised as comedy, which is a great difference. However, the problem remains. Would a guy posing as a transgender person to make a living add to the stereotype and discrimination towards the community? Will skepticism and the desire to label transgender people as lazy be encouraged when there are almost no work possibilities for them? The story would have benefited greatly from a more nuanced presentation of Shiva's pretense to be a member of the community. Madhu और शिवाली की series में कोई chemistry नहीं है, which is shown in the lines of hopelessness on their faces when compared to one another. There's a youngster in the household, but he does small things of his own will. The majority of the performers are given the task of merely sounding and looking bad. Yadav performs the hard lifting, working as a eunuch during the day and then performing odd jobs to make ends meet. However, when there is little useful insight into either poverty or the multiple roles that Yadav goes to portray as a result of this writing. Aside from that, the film is sloppy in its execution. There's a song and a dance sequence with Shiva and Madhu from the early 2000s, and its sole purpose was to lengthen the film's runtime when there wasn't much more to say. A montage portrays Shiva's struggle from selling pani puris to hauling construction equipment rather than giving his path any depth. Sure, the dialogues are gloomy, but they don't sound like much. The sound design is bad, emotions and music collide, creating a tangled jumble from which it is impossible to recover your senses. Making a poor picture is one thing, but making it horrible in so many ways is quite another. अगर हम performance की बात करें, तो राजपाल यादव has a lasting performance in the series. उनकी performance में एक sincerity है as a character who aspires to be an actor. He is mostly responsible for the sensitive portrayal of Parvati. He's the guy within his four walls, but as soon as he comes out in a sari, he changes into Parvati, who diligently blesses strangers and couples at the traffic intersection. Yadav, who has wowed audiences with his supporting experiences, takes center stage in this film, living out his character's fantasy, and he does not disappoint. Rubina Dilak's Madhu, on the other hand, feels like a talent whose full potential has only been scratched. The actress's part as a working woman who's also struggling to put food on the table while her husband pretends to be someone he isn't should have had and should have been explored more. It comes off as a letdown. Hiten Tejwani, who plays Shiva's buddy Satya, has little to do, but he gives a good performance and is entertaining to watch as usual. Kulbhushan Kharbanda, a veteran actor, also appears in the film. After that, there was nothing further to say. Ardh, on the other hand, is so bad that it may be classified as a B-grade attempt to pollute an A-grade narrative. Yadav's personal life, his entry into a business guarded by power structures, gangsters and mafias at the time would be a story in and of itself. Now, I hope this review could help you make your decision if watching this film is the right fit for you or not. Do subscribe to this channel for more on-time and spoiler-free reviews.